Hi everyone, it's Peggy Merwin with Stamp with Peggy. Today is Monday, August 16th. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today we're going to have some fun with the new Celebration Peaceful Prints designer paper. Hi Debbie, thanks for joining. Hope everybody had a good weekend. The weather here in Illinois was gorgeous. Hi Cheryl. We got to go sailing yesterday with my sister and her husband, so that was fun. Hi Nikki, thanks for jumping on. Worked around the house on Saturday, or Tony did, and I worked on Stampin' stuff. Hi Jackie. So yeah, I got stuff ready for class next week, or tomorrow I should say, the catalog kickoff. So you guys will have to wait and see what kind of fun things we do there and some prizes and things. Hi Glenda. I also posted out my Fall Fest event, which is Saturday, October 16th from 9 until 4:30. We are doing it's kind of like 4 different classes. We'll do some cards, some scrapbook, framed art or something. It's always a surprise what we get to do. The deadline is September 15th. So you will want to get signed up as soon as possible so you don't miss the fun. Hi, Miss Sandy. Hopefully everything's going well with your new son. Sandy has an AFS student from Switzerland, I believe. Okay, so let me get myself up here so that I can watch. Get the sound down. Okay, come on, Peggy. Okay, there we go. Sound is down so that I can see your comments, but I don't have to hear myself. So again, Fall Fest is October 16th. It's an all-day long event from 9 o'clock in the morning until 4:30 in the afternoon. We'll be focusing on the holiday catalog. So we'll do a little bit of fall, some Christmas, some winter, just kind of a variety of things so that you can start preparing for the holidays. Okay, I am going to, you know what, I forgot. I drew names from the comments and the shares, and the first person, the first winner, gets the samples from last week, and that is, and I'm going to kill this, Robin, if you're on, I'm sorry, Robin's sister, Sue Wallachek, I think is how it's said. And then I decided to do a second drawing for the Champagne Rhinestones, and Sherry Webb is the winner of that one. Okay, and oh, Jackie, it's not on my end. On my end, it seems to be okay. Maybe try refreshing and it'll work a little better. So I will get those 2 little sets of goodies out to those 2 ladies. I will see Sherry probably this week, picking up an order, and then Sue, I will get yours to Robin, and she will get them to you then the next time she sees you. So, okay, let's flip the camera down, and I can share some other fun things with you. So hang on just a minute. Close your eyes for the wiggles and jiggles. Okay, the camera's flipped. Now let's get it in the stand. Okay, close your eyes. Okay. Now let's see if we can get this all lined up. Okay, so there is the flyer for Fall Fest. Let's get those out of the way. So again, like I said, lots of fun little things. We'll do at least 4 different groupings of projects, classes. Everything will be cut and prepped for you. I will post out by the end of September, but probably sooner than that, a list of supplies that you'll be setting kind of in tables of 4, and so it's helpful sometimes if each table has the supplies, but I will have my items there also. I'm also doing it in a box, so if you can't make it live and in person, you can still get all of the items. I'll have tutorials, and if it's a real detailed, I'll do a video on it to attach to the email when the stuff goes out. Lunch is provided, some door prizes, just some fun little goodies. So would love to see some of you I haven't seen in a while with all of the COVID stuff. So I would love to see some of you in person. If you can't make it in person, I would love for you to do the retreat in a box. I promise you won't be disappointed. One other thing that I wanted to point out that I don't think I have recently is, I know I've told you that it's celebration time, okay? For every $50 order that you place, you get to choose an item out of the celebration catalog. It's also a great time to be a hostess or have your own little book party. During celebration, a hostess who hits $300 in sales gets this In Your Word stamp set free. So that's in addition to, at $300, you get 12%, so you would get $36 shopping spree plus this free stamp set. But they also, because it's celebration time, they have a joining special, okay? And it's the normal $99 for the starter kit. You get to choose $125 in anything that you want. And then because it's celebration, you get to choose one of these bundles free. So that's up to a $54 value, I think. And there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 different bundles that you can choose from. So that is on page 19 of your celebration brochure. If you are interested in that, I would love to help you out. You can save 20% on all your future purchases. So, and be part of my fun little team. Okay. All right. So today we are going to work with the Peaceful Prints designer paper. Let's set it down there so that hopefully you can see all of it. Okay. The colors that coordinate with this set of designer paper is basic black, cherry cobbler, garden green, real red, and Sahara sand. Okay. And then there are 2 each, double-sided. So this is one side, this is the other. And the same with this fun little tree and polka dots. The little deer in Sahara sand, and then the fun plaid. You guys know I love plaids. This one's a fun one, and it's hard in this little 2x2 piece, but there's little deer. There is a punch in the holiday catalog that coordinates and punches that out. So those are there, then the 2 greens, and then these. So really, really fun. And again, this is a celebration item. With a $50 order, you can choose this package of paper free. Okay, so that's what we're going to use tonight, along with the Little Delights stamp set, which is just fun all occasion. You got Halloween, Thanksgiving, just a thank you, another little Halloween, Christmas, birthday, and then you've got fun little images to go along with. So it's a great set. It's only like $16 or $17, so it's a fun one. And then we're also going to use the Pretty Pillow dies. This is new in the holiday catalog, and it cuts and scores to make a little pillow box. So I made one sample to show you. Okay, this is with the Halloween paper. And so it is, it's about 3.5 inches long and about 2 inches high. Okay. And then you can see it's in the center, it's about 3/4 of an inch wide this way. And then it has in the die set is the little tag and the little flowers and then some fun little decorative edges. Okay. So I die cut the basic white and then I stamped Trick or Treat in basic black, just tied a bow, and it's adhered with a dimensional. And then the box opens up, and then you can see the inside of that. Hi, Roseanne. Okay, so we're going to do this, only we're going to do something a little different. I saw this morning, and I just loved it, except just realized I forgot my paper trimmer. Okay, so And I'm not going to show you right away. Well, maybe I will. Okay. Here's what we're making. Oops. In the Peaceful Prince. Okay. This one, we flattened the bottom so it can actually stand up. So it could be a little table decoration, having a little party or a gathering, and you could make these little things to set right on as table places. Okay. Again, it's got the Velcro, and then inside you can fit 3 Hershey nuggets, 2 of them with the flat towards the back and 1 with the flat towards the front. I just punched a couple of holes, added some ribbon. The little tag, I put ho, ho, ho. And then with the flowers, I cut 2 of them out and just layered them. Okay, so to do that, I went ahead already and die cut using the pretty Pillow Box die. It's got all the score lines in it, which are really hard to see on camera. Okay, but then what you do is right in the center here is a score line. You're going to put that into your paper trimmer, and you're going to line that score line up at 1/4 of an inch on the left side, and you're going to use your blade and you're going to score it so that you've got 1/4 of an inch to the right of the score line that's already cut, and then you're going to scoot that over 1/4 of an inch. See, and right here is the 1/4 inch line. So you're going to scoot that over, and then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to score it again so that you now have a score line you're going to ignore, and then another score line. There's our little 1/2 inch opening. Okay. Now let's get that out of the way. All right. So now we're going to fold it on all the score lines. Now the hard ones are these rounded edges. So you just have to go slow, and you're just going to kind of crease it like that. And then you're going to come over here again, and you're going to find the score lines, and you're just going to crease it with your fingers. You can't get your bone folder in on these because of the curve. Okay, so again, let's see, there's one. And it's going to go right to the center. No, I got to go a little down. Okay, and then we got to find this other one. All right. So now we've got it folded on all of those. What we're going to do is we're going to take our paper snips, and on that 1/2 inch fold, we're going to cut up to the score line for there. And we're going to do that 4 times. And again, right there, turn it over. And then again, we're going to go here and here. And I know it's really hard right now to see those score lines. I can see where I need to be. Okay? All right. Now we're going to assemble this, and it's super, super easy. Before we do that, we're going to take our bone folder, and right on the little scallop edge, which is our front closure, we're just going to take our bone folder to kind of break that down so that it will curl easier. Then we're going to take tear and tape. Oops. We're going to turn it so this is my outside. And so we're going to put tear and tape right into the center of the back. Okay. So again, there's our folds from the score line. Okay. And then we're just going to tuck those little cuts to the inside. Hi, Patty. Glad to see you. I miss you guys. All right. Then we are going to, nope, you know what? Before we do that, we're going to find our score line. And I've got a little 1/8 inch hole punch. And I'm just going to go in here just about at the score line. Okay. And then I'm going to come on this side. And I'm going to punch there too. Okay, now we're going to assemble. So you're going to peel those off. And you can use green glue. You can use your Terran, not Terran tape. This is Terran tape. Snail Plus. Okay. And so then you are just going to close those up. So there's one. And then we're going to do the same thing over here on this side. And we're just lining up that back. Okay. And so there's our little purse. And we need to crease that one a little bit better. Okay. And then I took a piece about 6 inches, 7 inches of ribbon. I tied one end in a knot so that it won't pull through. And then, come on. I'm going to pull it all the way till it pulls tight. We're going to tuck the other side down in. And you can pull it tight right now. You're just going to tie this end in a knot. Okay. And then if you get too much excess from the knot, just trim that off. And then we're just going to pull that back up. So there's the handle for our purse. And then we can go ahead and put our Hershey nuggets inside. So we're putting 2 flat, one on each side, and then the flat side comes over to the front this time. And there you have your 3 little nuggets. Okay, then I have a little 3/8 inch Velcro adhesive. And I'm going to take the loop side and I'm just going to stick that right up there. And then peel the backing off. And then we're just going to fold it down. And see, when you use the bone folder, then it'll fold down a little easier. Give it a squeeze. Okay. And so there's our little purse. Whoops. Uh-oh. I didn't make my knot tight enough. Or big enough. There we go. Okay. And then I took the tag that I cut out and I stamped ho 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 in memento. And then you're just going to take a piece of baker's twine and we're just going to wrap that right around this and tie it in a knot. And this we want to get down close if we can. Kind of as close down so that there's just a little bit of swing in it. Trim your ends off. Okay, and you could leave it like that, but I die cut out 2 of the little flowers from the die. So we are going to, and of course I forgot glue dots. Okay, we are going to attach them to each other with a glue dot. Hi, Angela from Washington. Thanks for joining. Okay, and so we're just going to attach those 2 flowers together so that we have a poinsettia. And then we're going to use another glue dot to attach it to our tag. So we're going to put it over on this side. And then we're going to pull some pearls in here. Okay, and here's a loose big one. So we're just going to take one of the large pearls and we're going to stick that right as the little knob on there. And then we're going to take one of the little pearls. Actually, we're going to do 3 of the little pearls. Okay, we're going to make our little center of our poinsettia. So you're just going to cluster the 3 of them together. You know what? It's not quite big enough for a gift card. It's not long enough. Next week, my project that I'll have is going to hold a gift card. Okay. This one is just kind of a little treat holder. I think you could put a couple of Ghirardelli chocolates in it. I think it's tall enough here. You could put lip balm chapstick down inside of there. Let's see. You guys post some in the comments. What other kinds of things could you fit in there? It's a half an inch, about a half an inch to 3/4 of an inch deep. And then it's 2 by 3 1/4, 3 1/2 long. Okay. So there is your little purse. Now imagine, like, for a bridal shower, you could do a bunch of those and use some soft pastel colors or something like that. Okay. And then again, here is the Halloween one that I did. That's just the die without the adjustment to it, without adding any score lines. So again, you could punch holes and add ribbon to it that way. You could just set it in a place like that. So this is a really, really fun one to do. And again, you saw the second side of the paper. You could do, I mean, it's pretty when you open it. You could do that as the outside. There you go, a pair of earrings inside. Exactly. It's just, you could put a little bracelet inside of it. Okay, so that's one project using the Peaceful Prints designer paper and the little Delights stamp set. Okay. All right. So then we're going to do a card using this designer paper also. Okay. And so this time I'm using this tree print with the little polka dots. We're going to show both sides of that paper. Okay. So we're starting with a garden green base. And so it's just 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. Scored at 4 1/4 and folded in half. Then I have a piece of basic black that is 2 by 4 and a piece of the designer paper that is 1 7/8 by 3 7/8. Jackie, missed the beginning. What did you use for the little purse? Jackie, it is the Pretty Pillow Box die set. Okay, it's in the holiday catalog. Let's grab it quick. We'll find it. And it is, Pretty Pillow Box is on page 9. It is $34. Okay, it's up here in the upper corner. So add just a little bit, $16 to it. So that Little Delights stamp set. Let's find that. You could get the 2 of those. Little Delights, Little Delights. Where are we? Of course, when you're looking for it, you can't find it. I'll have better luck this way. It's towards the back of the book. Because it's so great. It covers so many seasons. Okay, here it is right here. There you go, $16. So you could get the purse die and the Little Delight stamp set for $50, and then you could get the Peaceful Prints designer paper free. Love free. Okay, so we're going to adhere the designer paper to the basic black. As you can see, the back side is the trees. Okay, so we're just putting it here, and then we're going to adhere this to the bottom of our card. And then we have a piece of 3 by 4 1/4 basic black, and then we're down to a 2 7/8 by 4 1/8 of the designer paper. And so this time we're using the trees. So we're just going to adhere that onto there. And then we're going to attach this with dimensionals. Okay, let's take our backings off. And we're going to just attach that onto the front. And then I have a piece of 1/2 inch by 4 inch basic black. And I forgot the punch, so I am just going to, I can't because it's shorter. All right, let's see. And I forgot to put the name on this punch. It's one of the kind of pick-a-punch type things. We're going to use this. We're 1/2 inch by 4. We're just going to slip it in, and I'm going to make sure that I'm centered and punch it. And then put the other end in and punch it. Okay, so now we've got nice banner ends. We're just going to put adhesive in the center of that and attach it right over the designer paper. And then I used the seasonal labels dies, and I used this small one to cut out a piece of basic white. I got a piece of sparkle on there. Okay, and then I used the Little Delight stamp set again, and I used the Merry Christmas. So on my sample card, I did it in Memento. This time, I decided to do it in the Garden Green. And so again, we're going to attach that with dimensionals. There's 2. And take our dimensionals off. I mean, this is just a real quick, easy, with all of these different prints. You could do this and just flip them back and forth for a quick Christmas card. The only stamping on it is the greetings. So again, it's super simple. The designer paper does the work. You could do with the trees right here, and then the plaid down below, the stripes with a little bit of the wood grain look. Just really, really pretty cards. You could use the Christmas tree punch and punch out and add a little Christmas tree onto the corner of the card if you wanted to. Okay, so that's what I have for you this week. So remember, the Peaceful Prints designer paper is one of your celebration choices. With a $50 order. And again, we used the Pretty Pillow Box dies to make the little purse and the Little Delights stamp set for our greetings. Okay, so if leave questions or anything, leave a comment, and I will do a drawing again next week. I might have a stamp set for a drawing next week. We'll see how many comments and how many shares there are. And maybe I can find a fun stamp set to share with you. Okay? So everybody have a great night. Happy stamping. I will see some of you tomorrow night at the holiday kickoff. Others, again, don't forget Fall Fest, and I would love to see you there. Everybody have a good night. Bye-bye.